So I heard some of you think our descriptions are too long. Fair enough, we listened. So today, no long intro. Here's what you're about to discover. 6 free AI platforms. I tested all of them for 2 weeks. Real conversations every single day. 3 of them, complete waste of your time. But the other 3, here's what happened. After just 7 days of using the right prompts, something clicked. I stopped translating in my head. Words started flowing. Not perfectly, but naturally. And by day 14, I had a 30-minute conversation without panicking once. If you've been stuck at the same level for months feeling like you understand everything but freeze when you speak, this is for you. By the end of this video, you'll have the exact 3 tools, the exact prompts, and the one technique that finally breaks that barrier. But first, you need to know which 3 platforms to completely ignore. Let's start there. Alright, here's every platform I tested. Platform 1, Smalltalk to Me. Platform 2, SpeakPal. Platform 3, Gliglish. Platform 4, Claude. Platform 5, Google Gemini Live. Platform 6, ChatGPT Voice Mode. 6 platforms, all claim to be free, but only 3 actually are. The first 3, let me save you the frustration. Small talk. To Me gives you a 15-minute test, then locks everything. SpeakPal is a 7-day trial, then paywall. Gliglish gives you 10 minutes per day. 10 minutes is not enough. You need at least 15 to build real momentum. So we're ignoring those 3 completely. That leaves Claude, Gemini, and ChatGPT. And these 3, they're the real deal. Completely free, no tricks, no limits. But here's the thing most people get wrong. They download these apps, try them once, and quit. Because they don't know how to actually use them. And that's what I'm about to fix right now. Before we dive in, quick thing. If this video actually helps you, if you try even one of these tools today and it works, do me a favor. Hit that like button. Not for me, for the algorithm. Because YouTube is hiding videos like this. They want you watching flashy content that doesn't actually teach you anything. Every like tells YouTube, no, show this to more people who actually need it. So if you're serious about improving, prove it. One click, right now, takes half a second, and it helps thousands of other learners find this. All right, let's go. Let me tell you something nobody talks about. The real reason you can't speak English yet. It's not grammar. It's not vocabulary. It's not your accent. It's fear. You understand everything. You watch movies without subtitles. You read articles. You know the words. But when someone asks you a question in English, your brain freezes. You translate from your language to English. By the time you're ready to answer, the moment is gone. And you feel stupid. I know, because that was me 6 months ago. I could understand entire podcasts, but I couldn't order coffee without rehearsing the sentence 5 times in my head. And here's what finally changed everything. I stopped trying to be perfect. I gave myself permission to sound terrible. 'Cause here's the truth. You will sound terrible at first. Everyone does. But terrible English that you actually speak is better than perfect English that stays in your head. And these three tools give you something no human tutor can. A place to sound terrible without judgment. A place to repeat the same sentence 10 times. A place to fail over and over until it finally clicks. That's the gift. Not perfection, practice. And that's what we're doing today. Tool number 3, Claude. It doesn't have voice, it's text only. And so if you need speaking practice, skip to tool 2 or tool 1. But if you need writing practice, it's the best free option you'll find. Here's why. Most apps give you fill-in-the-blank exercises. Useless. You're not learning, you're guessing. With Claude, you actually write real sentences about real topics, and it catch every mistake. Not just wrong, but why it's wrong. Here's exactly how to use that. Go to Claude.ai, free, no sign-up required to try. Type this exact prompt. Hi Claude, I'm a 2-level from Turkey. I want to practice writing about my daily life. Give it a simple topic. It'll write 4 sentences, then correct the grammar and explain mistakes in simple English. Let's start, that's it. I'll give you a topic like, describe what you did yesterday. You write 4 sentences. Don't think too much, just write. Then I correct. Example, you write, yesterday I go to supermarket and buy some bread. It say, good try, 2 corrections. I go is present tense, but yesterday is past. Change it to I went. Also, we need the before supermarket. I went to the supermarket. The supermarket is a specific place, so we use the clear, simple, you learn. Now here's the secret technique that changes everything. After it correct you, type this. Show me 3 different ways to say the same thing in English. Boom! It'll give you, yesterday I went to the supermarket and bought some bread. I picked up some bread at the store yesterday. I stopped by the supermarket yesterday to buy bread. Same meaning, 3 ways. This is massive. Because now you're not just memorizing one sentence. You're learning how English actually bends. You're building flexibility. And flexibility is what separates robots from fluent speakers. Do this 3 times a week, 15 minutes each. Your writing transforms. But for speaking, you need voice. That's where tool 2 comes in. Tool number 2, Google Gemini Live. This one shocked me, completely free, no time limits, works on your phone. But here's the problem. Everyone faces. Gemini is too nice. It says good job even when you mess up. You think you're improving, but you're not. You're just chatting. So here's how you fix that. Download the Gemini app. Open it. Tap Live at the bottom. Now use this exact prompt. Hi Gemini, you're my strict English coach. I'm a 2-level. Let's talk about my weekend for 7 minutes. Speak slowly and clearly. After every sentence I say, stop and check for mistakes. Tell me what I said wrong, why it's wrong, and how to fix it. Be tough, I want real corrections. Let's start. See the difference? You're telling Gemini to be strict. Now when you say, yesterday I go to the park, Gemini stops. Wait, you said I go, but yesterday is past tense. Say I went. Try the whole sentence again. You repeat, yesterday I went to the park. Perfect. Keep going. Real practice, real correction, real progress. Here's the bonus. Gemini speaks 40 languages. So if you're Brazilian, Vietnamese, Turkish, try this. After Gemini corrects you in English, say, explain that grammar rule in Portuguese, or Turkish or Vietnamese, whatever your language is. Gemini will switch languages just for the explanation, then switch back to English. You understand why you're wrong in your language, but you practice speaking in English. Powerful. One more thing. After your 7-minute session, say this. Rate my speaking out of 10 for grammar, fluency, and pronunciation. Tell me one thing to practice tomorrow. Gemini gives you a score, maybe 6 out of 10 for grammar, and says, focus on past tense irregular verbs tomorrow. Practice went, ate, saw, did. Now you know exactly what to work on. Not random, focused. Use Gemini 3 to 4 times a week, 7 to 10 minutes. Your speaking gets stronger. But tool number 1 is even better. And this is the one that changed everything for me. Tool number 1 almost sounds too good to be true. Completely free, unlimited time, and the most natural AI voice I've ever heard. But here's what nobody tells you. If you use it the wrong way, it's useless. Most people open it, say, let's practice English, and get generic responses. Total waste. But when you use the right prompt, everything changes. Let me show you exactly what to say. Tool number 1. ChatGPT Voice Mode. This is the best free English practice tool on the planet. Here's why. First, completely free. You don't need ChatGPT Plus. Basic version has voice. Second, it feels like a real conversation. ChatGPT asks follow-up questions, remembers what you said, keeps the flow going. You're not answering a quiz, you're actually talking. Third, it pushes you. If your answer is too short, it asks for more. If you make a mistake, it corrects you clearly. If you're stuck, it helps you find the word. It's like a patient tutor who never gets tired. Here's exactly how to use it. Step 1. Download the ChatGPT app. iPhone or Android, doesn't matter. Step 2. Open it. Bottom right, you'll see a small headphone icon. Tap it. Step 3. Choose a voice. First time it asks you, pick Juniper or Breeze, they're clear and friendly. Step 4. This is where most people fail. They just say, let's practice English and start. Wrong. You need a structured prompt. Here's the one that actually works. Hi ChatGPT, you're my English coach. I'm a 2-level. I want to practice speaking about everyday topics. Let's have a 10-minute conversation about my job. Speak naturally, but pause after each sentence. When I respond, check my grammar and pronunciation. If I make a mistake, stop me, explain it simply, show me the correct way. Then ask me to try again. After we finish, rate my speaking and tell me one thing to practice tomorrow. Let's start. That's it. ChatGPT begins. So, what do you do for work? You answer. Even broken English, just answer. I work in office. I am accountant. ChatGPT says, good start. Two small fixes. We say in an office, not in an office. And I am an accountant, not I am a accountant. Because accountant starts with a vowel sound, we use an. Try the whole thing again. You repeat. I work in an office. I am an accountant. Perfect. What do you like most about your job? See? It's teaching you, not just correcting. And it keeps the conversation alive. You're not just practicing grammar, you're practicing thinking in English. Here's the secret most people miss. You can interrupt ChatGPT. If it's talking and you want to say something, just start talking. It stops and listens. This makes it real. Like a person, not a robot. Now, after your 10 minutes, say this. Rate my speaking today. Grammar, pronunciation, fluency. Out of 10. And tell me one specific thing to practice tomorrow. ChatGPT will say something like, today you scored 7 out of 10. You're doing well, but you're still mixing up past and present tense. Tomorrow, practice making sentences about what you did last week. Use past tense verbs like went, ate, saw, bought. Boom! You know exactly what to work on. Not guessing, knowing. And here's the technique I promised earlier. The one that breaks through the plateau. When ChatGPT teaches you a correction, say this. Show me 3 different ways to say that in English. ChatGPT will show you. Example. You want to say, I like my job. ChatGPT gives you, I like my job. I enjoy what I do. I'm happy with my work. Same idea, 3 versions. Now you're not a robot repeating one sentence. You're a flexible speaker who knows there's always more than one way. And that's what fluency actually is. Not knowing one perfect sentence. Knowing 10 ways to say the same thing. And choosing the one that feels right. Do this with ChatGPT 15 minutes a day, 5 days a week. In 1 month, people will notice your English sounds different. More natural, more confident, more you. All right, let's compare. Claude, best for writing, 3 times a week, 15 minutes. Real sentences, real corrections. Ask for 3 ways to say the same thing every time. Gemini Live, best for speaking with explanations in your language. 3 to 4 times a week, 7 to 10 minutes. Be strict with it, demand real corrections, get scored. ChatGPT Voice, best for natural speaking practice. 5 times a week, 15 minutes. Real conversations, detailed feedback, exact focus areas. My recommendation, start with ChatGPT today. 5 minutes, right now. Tomorrow, add Claude for writing. Next week, try Gemini. Don't do all 3 at once. You'll burn out. Start small, build the habit, then expand. Real progress comes from small daily actions, not big one-time efforts. Let me be completely honest about something. Can AI replace a human tutor? No! AI doesn't understand your culture, your fear, your dreams. A real teacher sees things AI never will. A real teacher motivates you when you want to quit. But here's reality. Most of you can't afford daily tutoring. Tutors cost $50 to $200 per hour. Daily practice, like that's $6,000 a month. Nobody has that. So here's the smart strategy. Use AI for daily practice, free, consistent. No excuses. Then, if you can, book a real tutor once a week or once a month for deep feedback and human connection. AI for quantity, humans for quality. Together, that's fluency. Not one or the other, both. All right, here's your challenge. Before you sleep tonight, do this. Open ChatGPT, tap voice, say this. Hi ChatGPT, let's practice English for 5 minutes. Ask me about my day. 5 minutes, one session. That's it. If you do that tonight, you're ahead of 99% of learners. Because most people watch this, nod, and do nothing. They wait for the perfect moment. Monday, next week, after this, after that. Monday never comes. Don't be that person. Do it now, 5 minutes. Then comment below, I did it. 2 words. I want to see how many of you actually take action. Because information doesn't change your life. Action does. You already know you need practice. You've known for months, maybe years. So what's stopping you? Fear of sounding stupid? Listen. You will sound stupid at first. Everyone does. Every fluent speaker you admire started exactly where you are right now. Scared, confused, making mistakes. The only difference? They started anyway. So start. Today, now. 5 minutes. Tomorrow, 5 more. Day after, 5 more. In 30 days, 2.5 hours of practice. In 3 months, you sound completely different. In 6 months, people ask, how did you improve so fast? And you say, I practiced 15 minutes a day with free tools. No secret, no magic, consistency, showing up, even when you don't feel like it, even when you sound terrible, even when you make the same mistake 10 times. You show up. And one day you wake up fluent. Not from one big moment, from 1,000 small ones. This is your first small moment. Go take it. Now. And if this helped, share it. Send it to one friend who's also learning English. One friend. That's how we grow together.